Yo, my people, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Patala FC. We are within the host's home soil victory, home soil glory. How many players were on the pitch? Emphasizing that it's staying here, it's staying at home, and the orange sea in the stadium was amazing. So yes, they say the fan is the 12th player. I think Côte d'Ivoire had the 13th player as well because that crowd was going wild. So as soon as the second half started, Côte d'Ivoire's football in the second half, let's just talk about it. Côte d'Ivoire played football finesse, football brilliance, no silly mistakes. Beautiful display from the host in that second half. And the manager deserves the respect, to take on the role just after the group stages, after edging it out of the group, finishing third and edging it, and then going all the way at home. It's almost like man was ready for war. So yes, deserved winners, I believe. Coming from behind to show character throughout the knockout phases was quite brilliant from the hosts, I believe. And beautiful football. AFCON 2023 has been the best, or was the best AFCON I have ever watched, and I enjoyed it so much. We've built 11s. We built a round of 16 11, a quarterfinals, a semi-finals 11. Today we'll just build an overall 11. I made a short about it, but of course here we can discuss at length and speak a bit more about the players' time and speak about the special shout-outs that deserve to be in the team perhaps, but performances do mean progression when you're playing at your best, and the teams that made it to the final were deserving of being in the final. Nigeria versus Ivory Coast was an amazing game overall. So let's jump straight into it. In goal, we've gifted Mr. Ronwen Williams the position because he will collect the golden glove, and in 2 penalty shootouts, he proved to be crucial. Yes, the defense should do well for you to even get to that stage of the game and where he has to make the saves. However, he has to make the saves, and he showed so much character, setting a world record by saving 4 in one shootout. Imagine a penalty shootout ending 2-1. 2-1. Yes. So deserved goalkeeper for our team. I think we're safe there in the back line. Back four, we're going to do a typical 4-3-3. Yeah, let's get into it. Wilfred Singo, he had an amazing tournament. He was hard to get by. I think more in the defensive side. We love fullbacks to get forward and do things. He did get forward when he needed to, but most of the time he did his defensive work sharply, playing the role of a center back. When defenses need to do that and their crosses coming in and the fullback has to come into the center and deflect balls out, defend, he was that guy for his country. Host nation on home soil, man. Oh, home soil. It's poetic. It's poetic for a team to do that and to do it in such style with so much drama. Yes, center backs Trostekong and Evan Ndika. I think both deserving. Trostekong, need I say more? He's probably going to end up playing in Saudi soon, earning that bigger paycheck, bigger money.
May the force be with you.
Right back, it was a debate. It was a personal, intrapersonal debate, but I will give it to
Wait for it. Here it comes.
Mudau for being immense. If he had scored that final chance, South Africa, we never know. But of course, we are way past that now. We have the champions now. But I think overall he had the best tournament at right back for any team. A good shot could have even been Kabore. Issa Kabore for Burkina Faso was great just through the group stages up until I think the round of 16 when they were knocked out. But brilliant football from him, Mudau in particular, throughout the tournament. And for Mamelodi Sundowns, he's played in midfield, but he played the right back and owned it. So perfect play. Central 3, 2 holding midfielders for protection. Almost 4-2-3-1. It's 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. Yes. Frank Kessie exemplary for his nation. Exemplary, alongside Frank Onyeka. Frank Onyeka's placement or qualification into this team, I think, was based on consistency more than anything. Tebogo Mokoena definitely deserves a shout in that position for being immense for Bafana Bafana. As well as, for me, Mutusami from DRC, players that go under the radar for being so sharp and doing the dogged side of the game, you know, the side that's not that beautiful. Yes, Mutusami definitely deserves a shout as well. In the cam position, we'll definitely have to go with Seko Fofana scoring an important goal in extra time against Mali and just being immense, I think, overall in midfield alongside, who was it, Seri? Seri was playing football in that final as well. Special shout out to Seri. Well, we're mentioning him, but I don't think I would have put him in the team regardless. But Seko Fofana, well deserved, I believe. Front line, where it gets hot, men who need to work hard and get their teams in front in desperate situations. And who did that more than anyone? Sebastian Haller. So, do we need to send? And when he scored the winner in the final, it's staying at home. It's staying at home. There were so many dramatic moments in the game. One that I remember is the argument between Serge Aurier and Nwabili, the goalkeeper of Nigeria. And what caused it was a simulation moment, actually, from a Nigerian player. And Serge Aurier just said, hey, yay, yay. It was like they were going to literally get into it. The passion was there. The refereeing was amazing. The refereeing throughout the tournament. You even knew that the refs would not make a clumsy decision. What I wanted to ask, if you go and look back, I'll try and put that into the video. But if you go back and see it and look at that simulation foul, how many at how many stadiums would it have actually been a penalty in the Premier League? In the Premier League, they would have considered that. And I think it would have actually been given at certain stadiums as a penalty. So I think, yeah, just to emphasize how good AFCON's officiating was, AFCON did the most. So yes, we finish up the squad. Wingers, we need the wingers. Simon Adingra, youngster, Brighton winger, cooked Ola Aina in the final. Played well throughout the tournament. Some games were more difficult for him to get any impact on the game. Others, he shined bright. And you shine bright the most in the final if you're needed for your country. He played well, and he did make our either round of 16-11 or quarterfinals 11. So it's not that he wasn't a feature in any of the teams that I personally felt were playing well throughout the rounds and the players that shined. So Adingra, big shout out. Bright future for the boy. And Chelsea, please, you don't have to buy him. Chelsea, you don't have to buy this player. We don't need another Brighton swindle or Brighton inflation, please. Right wing, Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman is deserving. When Chukwueze, the other winger of choice for Nigeria, when he was given a chance, he didn't really have an impact to the point where he was taken out even in the final. So Ademola Lookman, crucial goals through the knockout stages, good set piece deliveries throughout. So deserving, and that's the 11. That's the 11. Sebastian Haller takes it, but of course we could send a special shout out to Victor Osimhen for being a team player. And I think the heartbreak hits the most for players like that when they don't get the job done, when they can't. But I think it was fight in the end from Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah, I remember that final as a final where you don't want to let your people down. You know, we've made it to the final. We are at home. Let's do this. It has to be something along those lines that was said in that locker room at halftime when they went in at 1-0 to a Trustekong header from a corner. And they scored 2 in the second half. The game ended in 90 minutes. The most dramatic finals end in 90 minutes, I believe. So, great game, great tournament, AFCON. Thank you.